All right, fans, back here on your Bud Light postgame. Showtime now for the Harris Teeter player of the game. She's sitting to my right, Shannon McCallum, no doubt about it. 25 points, 9 rebounds on 9 of 20 shooting. She had 21 points in the second half, just one shy of a career high. What got into you in that second frame? You just, well, it's cliche, but you took over that basketball game in the second half.
Yeah, I didn't want to lose at all because I don't want to stop playing, and I want to continue setting records for the school and just doing big things.
Congratulations. You did pass to Kelly Daniels. You're now 5th all-time on the 49ers scoring list, so that's got to make you feel pretty special.
Yeah, that made me feel special. I was going after her.
Well, Kelly is here tonight, which makes it even better. Talk about that last shot of regulation. It was a great drawn-up play. Take us through what happened, because you got a good look there in the corner.
We was running, I think it was called overload, and I came off the ball screen, and they wasn't guarding Kendra. They was looking for me basically to take the shot, and I saw her down there, and I dished it.
And how about that last play? You found Kendria all alone under the bucket. She's able to lay it in, make it a 2-possession game, and put it out of reach.
Dished that one again. I had to do that one. That was the nail in the put the nail in it right there, because they couldn't come back from that. And plus it was 12 seconds, so we had to come back down and lock down defense.
You're advancing to the Elite 8 of the WNIT. What was the emotion like in the locker room? We saw you all out on the court. What was it like after the game?
It was crazy. It was crazy in there. Everybody was just screaming, giving hugs.
What was being said when you guys were down 17 there in the second half? They came out on a 5-0 run. We called that 30 that went to a full, and that really kind of energized us.
When Coach called that full timeout, she just put us up, pull us in, and she was like, "That's not what we That's not what we was talking about when we had the halftime. So we just had to come back and regroup and whatnot, and do what we're supposed to do."
We're off to Virginia.
Yeah.
Sunday night, baby. Yeah. Let's keep playing. Shannon McCallum, a game-high 25 points, one shy of a career high. She took over the game in the second half, 21 second-half points. Coach Aston's going to join us here in a moment. She's taking care of some TV, and we'll be back then. Don't go anywhere. Bud Light Postgame Show rolls on. Coach Aston will join us now here in the postgame, brought to you by American Standard Heating and Air, a new standard for living. 49er fans, call your local American Standard dealer. Find out the many benefits of a hybrid comfort system with AccuClean Clear Air technology. And was that not fun or what? I had a blast over here.
When it was over.
In the second half, I had a blast. What a great comeback, down 17. And we did not start very well in the second half. They went on a 5-0 run. You quickly called the timeout, and this team regrouped.
They did. We talked about things at half we were going to try to do better, and we just got out flat-footed in the half. And I just can't say enough about the leadership of our group. Shannon and Kendria, and even Pip. I mean, she wasn't on tonight shooting-wise, but I thought her leadership was really good too. They just didn't allow us to give in. We talked about that a lot, how one team probably would, and although I don't think they did, I was really proud that we didn't.
That last play to end regulation, you drew that. That was a beautifully drawn up play. I don't know where you got it, but when Shannon caught it in the corner, I thought it was going in. She was open.
Yeah, that play we don't run very often. We save it for situations like that, and that's why I told them when the buzzer went off and they said down, I said that was perfect.
Yep.
Great it didn't go in, but it was perfect. That's exactly the way we draw it up, and they ran a lot of stuff down the stretch that early in the year, AJ, we just didn't know how to execute, and I thought that late in the year. Tonight, and in particular, even in the South Carolina game, they're just executing. They're more calm about what we're running. Yep. Just growing up.
I felt you had great depth tonight. You can bring players off the bench. You can rotate them in, and I felt like everybody was contributing in one sense or another.
I told them, AJ, in the locker room. I said I thought everybody that went in the game contributed, and of course Jay's play was huge.
Absolutely, yeah, making that steal in the backcourt.
Her defense was huge, and. You can flip that over and say, well, JJ, really that lift she gave us in the first half was big. So, the sophomores, they just keep growing up, and Gabby's growing up a bit too.
Absolutely. I made a comment. She's going to have a lot, she's made some big plays for us here, and she's just a freshman. Some big things to come for her. But when we move on to Xavier, this is the first time we've ever played in the third round, let alone the Elite 8 round of the WNIT. We're chartering uncharted waters, if you will. This is new for this program, which warrants a congratulations, and we'll head up to Charlottesville to try to get the job done.
We will. The guy just a minute ago that was interviewing me asked me if I knew anything about him, and I said absolutely nothing, other than their coach is retiring, and obviously they're on a mission. Sure. I think they're highly motivated to send her off on on a note that is positive for her, because she's such an icon in our game, and I think that's all I know about them.
Well,
is that I don't know anything else. We'll get some film tonight and we'll get moving, but I did tell the players to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
You know,
and you can see the emotion on their faces
I told
after
them
the game.
enjoy the moment and let us deal with Virginia, and we'd worry about that tomorrow. You know,
Absolutely.
I just told them to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Last time we played Virginia was in the WNIT.
Oh,
It was a
right.
close
I
one.
forgot about that. It was the year before I came.
Before you came, it was a close one up there in the I believe the Wachovia Center, or the Comcast Center. So we'll head up there this weekend and see what we can do to try to make our way to the Final Four.
On, huh?
We march on here in the WNIT. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great stuff there from Coach Aston. That's going to conclude our Bud Light postgame show. A reminder, Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers who want to go home with me tonight. I'm the designated driver. Budweiser, responsibility matters. You can catch us live on the .com Saturday, 7 o'clock up there in Charlottesville, Virginia, as the Niners take on the Cavaliers. Good night, everybody.